All right, if you want to go ahead and turn to Judges chapter 1. We were working in Judges last week, and we were looking at the method in which God used to drive out the inhabitants of Canaan, and He used His people, didn't He? That was their purpose. He was visiting judgment upon the land of Canaan, and He was using His people as instruments of His judgment, right? That's basically what it was, okay? So their job was to go in and destroy the nations. And as a matter of fact, hold on just one moment. I want to somebody turn to Deuteronomy. I'll write it up here. Deuteronomy 7 and verse 2. And whoever gets there, just hold that for a couple of seconds, because we'll get into it here in just a moment. Chapter 12, verse 3. Okay, so it kind of begins with a bang. They begin the very first part of this, the idea it's the continuing conquest of Canaan. Although they had taken possession of the land, there were still many of the inhabitants that were still there that God did not want to be there, that were still occupying the land. God didn't want them to be there. And we'll see here in just a couple of moments what happens. But we begin with a couple of battles where the children of Israel go in and they proceed to win these battles. They destroy some kings, they destroy some kingdoms, and they go all, this is how it, as it ended in Joshua, it begins in Judges. But what I really want to do is get to kind of an important portion of this first chapter. Okay, let's go to chapter 1 and verse 16. I tell you what, let's go. No, I'm sorry. Let's we'll start there. I'll read this portion of it. And the descendants of Canaanite, which was Moses' father-in-law, went up with the people of Judah from the city of palms into the wilderness of Judah, which lies in the Negeb near Arad. And they went and settled with the people. And Judah went with Simeon his brother, and they defeated the Canaanites who inhabited Zephath and devoted it to destruction. Now that's important, the idea of devoted it to destruction. Now that's an interesting turn of phrase, right? We think about things being devoted, right? We may be devoted to a person, we may be devoted to a cause, we may have money that's been devoted to something. The idea here, what does it mean by devoted? The idea of devoted. It's an idea of belonging, set aside dedicated to, right? When we're devoted to someone, we're dedicated to that person.